Okay.
Oh, live. I got it. There's your notification. Are you gonna talk? You're live.
Okay. Hi, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. Yeah, I was a little behind there. Okay.
That's okay.
So let's see here. Got that. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm still trying to get used to this Zoom thing. It's really, it's not hard, but it's just something else to get used to.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's go over here.
Hey,
Hey there. Good morning.
good morning.
Nice
How
to
are
see you,
you?
Bridget.
I'm doing good.
Feeling better?
Yeah, a lot better.
You're
Yep.
100%?
95.
95. Well,
Hey,
Morning, everybody. I don't have chat pulled up yet.
I had a little stomach episode yesterday too,
Oh,
but
what's
I'm
wrong?
good. I'm good. I think it was all stemmed with my sinuses, actually.
Oh, maybe.
yeah.
Too much phlegm.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I started laughing because Tom
Oh,
was
really?
telling my dad is you know
Right.
you know
That story.
yeah, and I started laughing and my eyes started watering, and then
Oh, no.
everything started just
Coming up.
pouring out of all of my holes.
Oh, Lord. We didn't need to know all that.
Out of my face holes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is that
Glad
better?
you clarified. Yes.
Yeah, please clarify. Oh, gosh.
Maggie Doodle.
I
Yeah.
know, Hank.
She's
Hank,
so descriptive.
Hank, you really need to come on the show. I need to know more about you. I just don't know you good enough, and you too, Liz.
Yeah, well, live isn't the way Hank's going to let you know more about her. I can tell you that right now.
Come on, Hank.
She is so funny though, and I mean she's funny in the chat too, and I know that she likes just being in the chat, but I really wish you would come on panel.
I know.
I really wish you would.
She is a main contributor to the chat, though.
Yeah, she is.
She really gets the chat going.
Yeah, it's true. It is true.
Liz, you don't even have to be brave. You're brave enough.
You don't even have to show your face.
No,
you can
just
show mine right now.
all you have to do is come in here and turn your camera off.
Mm-hmm.
We can just hear your voice. That's a great starter too.
yes.
Yep.
Yes, that gets you going a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, it does.
I'm still in my night clothes.
Allie, you're not supposed to tell people.
Oh, sorry. Whoops.
Oopsies.
I told myself this morning, I'm not getting dressed today. This is what I'm wearing all day.
Yeah, why not?
Hey,
Screw it.
be comfortable. That's
I'm
most
still gonna
important.
work. I'm still gonna do what I
Right.
have to do, and
Yeah.
get my. I know, but like on the bottoms, like they're like little, not booty shorts. I wouldn't say booty shorts, but they're short shorts, and they have like little ruffles around the bottoms. They're cute, but they're a little revealing.
Yeah.
Stand up. Let's see.
No. I told Valerie that I would keep my nips covered today.
Oh, good.
That's what she said too.
Oh my gosh.
See, and Hank doesn't have a stitch on right now while she's blowing drying her hair.
Oh my gosh.
See?
Too funny.
We're just all naked.
I ain't naked. I am fully clothed And my shirt says,
Nope. Oh, I love it.
I'm not naked either.
That's a Hank shirt.
so there you go. Today is Valerie's birthday.
Texas
birthday,
Valerie.
Val.
Happy birthday.
Yep.
I love that shirt too, Valerie.
Mhm.
Yeah, I seen it at the thrift store and I was like, yep, that's mine.
Speaking of which, I thought you were going today
Going where?
to the thrift store.
Maybe after.
I might.
No, you have to.
I have to.
Yeah, you have to.
It's a have to situation now.
Yes.
Why? Why do I have to?
I was saying you have to yesterday, but you just didn't hear me because I wasn't on.
Oh. I've already tried to like talk myself out of it.
No,
But-
you gotta go.
I'm gonna go.
You're more selective now, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. I plan on going because I have to go to the head shop and I want to make a couple of other runs,
Mhm.
buy a couple of other different stores. So I'm gonna go.
And you have to get stuff for your new endeavor. Did
Yeah.
you announce your new endeavor yet?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Sorry.
my my reseller boxes.
Yes.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Morning, Deb.
Haven't seen you on here in a coon's age.
I know. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's
Rob,
okay.
thought you
Flown the coop?
Yeah.
No, I'm still here.
Hey, Valerie, Annie's birthday is today too, right?
Happy birthday, Annie.
I think so. That's our sister-in-law,
Yeah.
my brother's wife.
Oh.
It's either Annie or
It's Annie, I think.
is it okay?
Good
I
morning.
think you're right. It's either Annie or it's Lucy.
Oh,
I think Lucy's is in May though.
right. Yes.
May-
Lucy's has already passed.
Right.
Hey, Tom.
Hi, Thomas.
Hey,
Tom.
how you
Where's
doing?
Where's the other big mouth?
Thomas.
The other man in our
I
lives.
don't know. He's not in
So I
here.
guess I could just go ahead and do something else and just not hang.
No.
No, thank you.
Oh,
Just
poor
out
thing.
there he is.
Oh, his
We need you
ears
in
were
here.
ringing.
Yep.
Speak of the devil.
Deb, when I said, "Is anybody awake?" I had to finish playing Red Dead Redemption. Roberta got that for me. So
Yeah, I was asleep then, but then I was up at 2:40.
yes, I saw
Oh my
that.
gosh.
You guys are all crazy. I'm telling you.
I've been up since 4.
You're all nuts. Yeah, me.
Well, I did a little hangout,
Everybody
and
else is
then
nuts.
by that time the game finally it loaded for about 3 hours, and all the because it's an old game, and so they had all of these patches and stuff like that. So
Oh, I'm sure.
I decided I'd play a little bit before I went to bed, and
It's a
How do
fun
you
game
how do
now,
you
huh?
play that game? How do you play that game and then go to bed? Aren't you like amped up and stuff?
no,
I
because
think-
it's Red Dead Redemption is a Western,
Right.
and I was just going through the beginning parts of it. So I only had shot some robbers. That's about all I'd done. So I wasn't really geared up. Okay, you're gonna go in the other part of the house, and I'm gonna shut the door if you don't stop.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
mine is the same way today. She's right now, right in between the laptop and me. She's on my lap. She won't stop. She's like, what the heck?
Did you see her yesterday? Look, she did that. There she is again.
Oh yeah.
Just the
Walked
tail.
across his keyboard and went like this with her tail on the screen.
Yeah, that was her FU tail that she was going by.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna do what I want.
You think you're the boss of me? What?
Yeah, you're not the boss of me.
I'm the boss of the house. I say
Yes.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I can't play a game before I'm ready to go to bed. I'm just like, my mind's still going on top of
Yeah.
everything else.
Oh yeah.
Sasha's back from his grandparents, and he was playing. Sasha, what was that game you were playing? What was that game you were playing
last night?
Yeah,
Resident Evil Biohazard.
Resident Evil Biohazard. So that's
Oh.
things are jumping at you, and he's playing it with VR.
Oh
Yeah.
my
So,
gosh.
Oh, the virtual. Oh,
so that
would
would.
be- yeah, I definitely
Robert's
would
like,
be
don't you
able-
want to play? I said, do you want to become a widow? And she always said I ought to do games like, the jump scare and stuff like that, because I would be throwing mice and keyboards or controllers and everything.
Me too. I think it would be funny to play a game like that and record myself.
Oh my gosh.
The one that scared
That's
me the
hilarious.
most when it came out, I got it, was Resident Evil Nemesis.
Okay.
That one was scary too. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you sit there and play it like in the dark with just your TV on. Oh my God.
Well,
'Cause
see,
you,
that's,
you know he's coming because you hear the music. And
yeah.
I think I remember you could hear his footsteps. And then you're like, you're waiting for it. And then you're like, ah!
Yeah. And the zombies aren't really the scariest thing. It's all the little monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are just I mean, some of that stuff that they think up is like, man, these people have to be demented.
Yeah.
They have, because they've got the earplugs in and they got their whole, they don't see any light or nothing. So you could literally turn the light off in the room and they couldn't tell any difference. But walk
Yeah.
by him and touch him. What was that?
Yeah.
So it's Texas Val's birthday.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's 49 for the 15th time.
Whoa.
Damn.
Get backlash for that one.
Happy birthday to you.
Now, I said she was 49 and holding.
Yep.
For dear life, just hold on to that.
Yep.
Hey, 49
I
is
agree.
not bad.
I agree.
I just don't want to be 84 and my mind is there, but my body's not. That's what I want. That's what I don't want.
I don't want either one of those. I
have-
can't fathom, either not having my body like in tune with my mind or my
Yeah.
mind in tune with my, I just can't, I don't know, can't fathom that, but.
I'm really afraid that I'm gonna get dementia. With as bad as my memory is, I'm like so scared that I'm gonna get dementia.
Well, you need to play computer games in to help sharpen you up.
You think so, huh?
Yeah.
I play enough games, like word games, trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. People helping me, giving me clues and shit. And I'm like, okay, the word is traffic. That's the word I was thinking of. Oh my God.
Are we blurry in the YouTube?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have it up. Let me go check.
I was just looking at it and we look really,
It doesn't look as sharp as it did yesterday.
that's weird.
It looks sharp on our screens.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Up here, but on the
Clear.
YouTube it doesn't look as sharp as that.
Yeah. I wonder what's up with that. Who knows?
It looks pretty clear on mine.
I was going to go look.
I'm looking right now and it looks clear on mine.
Yeah, it looks good on my phone. Looks good on my phone.
Okay. Maybe it's just me and my eyes, my old eyes.
Yeah, it does. It looks, it looks fine.
Okay. Maybe I'm just seeing things.
Let's
Um,
see. Good morning, Hanky Poo. Good morning,
Did somebody
True.
send you some brownies,
Who?
Valerie?
What?
Did Sally send you brownies?
No.
Oh, I thought maybe that's why your eyes were messed up.
Good
No,
morning, Miss Maggie.
actually, it probably would have been just the opposite. Eyes would have.
Yeah, it
seen
would have helped her
clearly.
eyes.
Okay. I was just looking at mine and I was like, man, that looks grainy. But maybe it's just me.
Hello, Maggie, my old friend.
Why isn't Maggie?
Yeah, Maggie, come on in. Join the party.
It's Zoom. There's tons of spaces.
It's tons.
Yeah, we got all kinds of room.
You can
You
have
can-
24 people on the first screen.
Put your elbow out. And I wouldn't even know what that would be like to have like 24 people. I mean, Todd would never get a word in edgewise.
Oh my God.
I don't anyway.
I was waiting for that. That was your cue.
Todd, did you get your bowl packaged up?
No, it's sitting over there on the table looking at me like, you need to pack me up.
Oh my God. I'll tell you what, as soon as that thing sold, it would have been bubble. Actually, it would have been bubble wrapped as soon as I listed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Procrastination. So, everybody's sales, were they good yesterday?
Yeah.
I had 2 go out this morning.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I had 3.
Good job.
I'm hoping to get some more today.
I met my weekend quota.
Are
Oh,
you?
did you?
Yep, 20.
20? Awesome.
Nice.
I got the 20th one. I got this morning. Somebody bought a skirt. Like probably 90. Let's see. I sold that pair of Florsheim shoes. I sold those for $48.
Cool.
And then I sold a Free People shirt for 30.
Awesome.
And the majority of it was clothes. I think there was 2 pairs of shoes. But
Wow.
yeah, so now I'm gonna have to up the ante and make my quota 25.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. Maggie has 15 going out today.
Woohoo!
Nice, Maggie.
What do you have going out today, Bridget?
53.
Wah, wah,
Look at Tom's
wah.
face.
That's
Tom.
awesome.
Oh, stop it.
Morning, Mary. How many do you have going out, Mary? Because I know she sold 8 during the challenge yesterday.
She sold
Yeah.
10 during the challenge, I think, yesterday.
10. Oh, yeah, probably. Probably more than, yeah, because she got more points. Mike says tissue, then bubble, paper, and box, then paper and box again.
Yep. I agree, Mike.
And
She
I would
said,
float
out
that
pretty
box
quick.
like 3 times.
Well, I don't know. Was he talking about that or what he talked about before, saying 84? What are you talking about? I'm wandering off to see now. Smiling and waving at you silly asses now. At 84, you'll catch me walking naked on the highway. So he's like wearing the tissues and the bubble and the paper in the box.
Yeah.
Liz has 24 going
Good
out.
job,
That's
Liz.
awesome.
Good job,
Nice,
Mary.
Liz.
Tessa has 7 going out. That's right. On
job.
my way back, baby.
Good job.
Mary has 33 going out. Very good.
Nice.
That's
I
awesome.
So
have,
kind of a rough.
Oh, wait, let's hear what Todd has going out. Poor Todd, who doesn't get a word in.
Go ahead, Todd. I'll let you go.
I have 16 going out
Good
Woohoo!
job.
with yesterday's total was $947.
Wait.
Sweet. Very
That's
good.
good.
You know, you'd be making some coin if you did that every day.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he talked about all day yesterday.
Go ahead, Todd. Give us your philosophy.
Oh my gosh.
No, I got it all out yesterday.
I
I'm
think
glad you
you
got it
did.
all out of your system.
But
I
Mike
think
didn't.
you did.
Mike didn't hear it. He missed it.
Sorry I was so annoying yesterday.
You
weren't.
weren't annoying.
You're never annoying.
God, you do this every
Well,
time. you
don't
tell
say
someone
never.
big.
Never's a strong word.
Mike was in here yesterday when he was talking about it.
Mike
Yeah,
didn't
he
hear it.
was.
Yeah, but he didn't hear it.
He didn't hear it.
He didn't hear Todd's philosophy.
Oh, he didn't?
No,
He was in here.
he didn't hear it.
Oh.
In other words, he wasn't paying attention.
He said
Well,
he didn't hear it. He missed it. He probably
Too
went
bad.
outside.
So sad.
Todd has good philosophy.
Watch the replay.
That's funny.
Has
You
anybody
heard you. I heard it
Has
because
anybody talked
you
to
were
Kathy?
talking about it.
Has anybody had a conversation with Kathy lately?
I've seen her on
No.
Facebook a couple of times,
Yeah, I have too.
but that's it.
Kathy, if you're listening,
She done wrote us off.
you need to get in touch with somebody and let us know what's going on.
I think she's going, from what she said last time, I think she's going to the doctor this week.
Yeah.
But I
Is
know she didn't do Friday's political show because she wasn't feeling good. And
Yeah.
the grandkids.
I can do this all day long.
So can Roxy.
That's the third time you put that cat off your desk.
Yeah, to get you a little fence.
I'm gonna get some door. I've got some doors I'm gonna put up over here.
There you go.
You wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell yes, I will.
Mhm. Should be scratching them.
Yeah, and then she eventually get tired and go lay down
Mm-hmm.
because that room would be totally dark. So she'd find a place and go to sleep.
Maybe she's afraid of the dark.
No, that cat never sleeps. Or she does sleep. She sleeps during the day and then she wanders the house and gathers up. I can lay like Ziploc bags with merch on my desk, and the next morning she's like piling them up beside the bed for me. And I'm like, baby,
She
just
giving you
leave 'em.
good. She giving you good luck. That
I
way you'll
guess.
sell them.
I guess.
That's cute.
See, I told you. Mike says, I heard. I just thought you guys needed to listen again.
Well, yesterday he was saying, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
Oh my gosh.
But Todd,
Oh,
like I told Snobby last night, dude, you got to quit talking to the Queen of England, and you got to put some amplification behind your voice, and you just got to start talking and just keep talking.
It's all right.
He talks so softly, and then he'll get, of course, with the crowd that I hang with, they will start talking too at the same time, and he stops talking. I said, man, you got to just bulldoze right on through.
Oh, that's Sterling. Look at that.
Mary says, woohoo, just looked. 34 going out. And
Nice.
got a bolo for you. Vintage Horseman Peggy Pen Pal doll and desk. Original papers, pens and instructions. Sold for $75. Nice. I have no idea what that is. Never heard of that before in my life. But
Bridget's over there discovering
there
silver.
you go.
I need Todd, I'm gonna send you a picture on the chat.
Okay.
Tell me what it means, please.
Let's see.
My neighbor next door has
Oh, it's
got a child's art kit from like 1965,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been opened, but that's about it, because it's got little envelopes full, clear envelopes full of pieces of construction paper that you would hook together to make a chain out of, and all of this kind of stuff. And I'm like, what child gets something like this and never plays with it or does anything with it? Because everything that's supposed to be in it is still in it, and
Right.
in sealed packages. He said when his daughter gets to be 21 and she's only 6 now, then he's going to let her play with it. I said, really?
It's the funnest part.
But it's just amazing. God, when we got something, that sucker was like opened up and scattered all over the daggone
Oh,
floor.
heck yeah.
Well, I know anytime, like when I was little and like a family member would get me like something that was breakable or collectible or something, it was like I would open it and then it was like grabbed out of my hands. No, you
Mhm.
cannot touch that now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Why you give me something that I can't touch and I can't
Yeah.
play with?
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense.
Where did Sally go? Oh, did she? No.
I'll be back.
Oh, there she is.
Is she back? Okay.
Yep.
I was messing around with something and I screwed up and hit the wrong button.
Uh-oh. Well, we're glad you're back.
Thanks.
So yeah, after I get done with the show, I think I'm gonna go ahead and it's supposed to be pretty warm today, so I'm gonna try and get out and about early, and that way I'm right in the middle of the heat.
Mm.
Is it supposed to be hot?
I think it's supposed to be in the high 80s, low 90s. So,
Yeah, no one wants to be out in that.
but I mean, it's gonna be hot no matter what. So the quicker I get out and get things done, the sooner I can get home. 'Cause the
Right.
dogs are gonna be outside and everything. So,
I need to clean up my boxes today.
but
Kind of.
I almost had myself talked out of it.
No, you're going.
Bridget.
Right.
Because
Making her
that's the
go.
hard thing is you want to go out, but you have so much here. I have a ton of stuff that needs to be done here, but I need to get out of the house.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Now, your 20 goal that you reached, is that part of your transitioning to Texas program, or is that just what you just want to do?
No, that's kind of what I've been doing or been trying to do every weekend. From Friday to usually Friday afternoon till I ship on Monday. So, but I'm glad I got right into it yesterday and started. It was funny because as soon as I would list one or I would package one, I'd get another sale. So it was like, every time I did. So I was like, well, I'm just going to keep on packaging. That way I'll get more sales. So,
Bridget, that sounds, first of all, she started off talking like that was a bad thing.
yeah.
Karen says, just curious, am I the only one that drops off packages at the post office besides Bridget? My postman picks mine up, so and I never have a problem.
Yeah. Since it's been nice here, and it sounds horrible, since it's been nice here, I have actually been waiting until about 1:30. If I wait till about 1:30, I can drop them off here in town. But if I need to do an errand in the town 5 miles away, then I can wait till about 4 and drop them off. So I have been dropping them off lately. So, but I got all mine packaged up and they are outside waiting for the postman today. Since I'm going to be gone, I didn't want to chance it. So
I honestly, if I had my choice, I'd have them pick it up.
yeah,
But I don't really have a choice right now.
right.
Why
Yeah,
not?
they're usually pretty good. My postman, he's pretty good about picking things up, and he scans them right away. As he's putting them in the car, he he will scan them. So
I have a new postman, so he might pick them up. I'm gonna test them out and see. But the like my old post lady would not pick up.
really?
Because okay, where I live, 30 years ago, this was a bad neighborhood. I mean,
Right.
it was a bad neighborhood. Like drugs and everything.
Uh-huh.
They cleaned it all up. I mean,
Mhm.
now it's like all older. There's no younger people that live here. You
Mhm.
know, it's all old. It's a very quiet neighborhood. It's very so. But the old post lady was going by that, and she wasn't allowed to drop packages off because they'd get stolen or whatever.
Right.
So, yeah. So she always said, "No, I can't." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? What do you think? My 75-year-old neighbor's gonna come out and bite you?" I don't know. But anyway, this guy, I've seen his truck go through a couple times, so I'm thinking he might pick up. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
that'd be great.
I'm gonna test.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be just like, you know, if you don't have a mailbox for a long time or whatever, and you go and you put up a mailbox and you notify the post office that you put up a mailbox, then they need to deliver mail there, just like they need to do all their other services, you know.
Mhm.
Where's your mailbox at, Bridget?
I don't have up front. We have community mail, like, but I use a PO box. So
Okay.
But you could still get all of the you know, you could still get pickup and everything.
yeah,
You should
I'm
still
gonna,
be
I'm
allowed
gonna,
to do that.
well, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to do that.
It sounds horrible, but I actually like it, you know, for the winter time
Mm-hmm.
because if it's, I mean, they're going to get out, they're going to be out in it. So, you know, but I feel bad too, because so during the summer, spring, summer and fall, I try to take him to the post office. And then during the winter time, I let him come and get them. So
I have less problems with my postman coming and get them than I do whenever I take them to the post office, because they're just horrible there. They don't know anything.
yeah, I mean, they do you wrong.
Yeah, it's just like every single time they either complain about something that I've done. You know, I put the label on wrong. I put I've done this or that, not paid
Put the
enough.
label on wrong. How the hell do you put the label on?
Yeah, yeah. Well, tell me, because I mean, I've been doing it for what, 3-4 years, and you'd think I'd know how to do it now, but every time it's something different. Every single time.
There's a little town that's connected to Charlotte because Charlotte has grown around it. And I've started taking stuff to the post office.
Mm-hmm.
And the postmaster, he's like, I took like 10 boxes in there one day, and he was like, "Oh," he says, "Well, thank you for bringing this in." And I said, "Well, I just thought I'd bring it in here. It's easier to get in here than it is the one near my house." He said, "Well, please bring it on in here anytime." He says, I'll scan them when you bring them in." He says, "But that's helping keep the doors open."
Exactly.
Yep.
That's why I take mine to my little post office that my friend's a postmaster of, because, I mean, it's funny because she'll show me her monthly reports, and the amount of packages that she gets a month is pretty much mine.
He said, "I'd really like to see your handsome face every day." And I said, I would like for you to see my handsome face every day dropping off packages too.
Is his name Carl by chance?
I don't even know what his name is, but he's the postmaster, and he's got 2 people that work in the post office with him. And It's a little small thing. Hell, I bet that whole post office isn't
So
1,500 square feet.
I know, Mike, that's what I was thinking.
my little post office is open from 10:30. This is the weekdays. They're
Mhm.
open from 10:30 to 2
Mhm.
during the week, and then on the weekends they're open for 1 hour,
Wow.
10:30 to 11:30, and that's it. That's all you get.
Mine's open 10 to 5, but she closes 1 to 2 for lunch because
Right.
it's just her in the office. She has no
Right.
carriers. All she has is PO boxes. And then on Saturdays she's open 10 to noon. But
See,
But
Mary
it's-
was told by the next town over not to bring them there because the zip code is different, and they don't get credit for it.
I
This is
changed my
true.
zip code.
Huh?
On eBay labels you can change it. Well, I guess you can't anymore on the new labels. You used to be able to change it to a different zip code,
Mm-hmm.
but I have a PO box there, so I have
Yeah.
that zip code.
Well, all I know is that when they scan them, there's a report that says this item was dropped. It was, scanned at this station, this post office.
Right, they do get a little bit, like from what Terry told me, they do get a little bit of credit, not as much as they would if it was their zip code on there, but they still get some sort of credit.
Yeah. Good morning, Chanel. I think that's how you pronounce your name. Chanel Coltham. Where are you from? Morning, fishing and picking.
I'm just picking.
Morning.
Morning, fish.
Everybody, make sure you share Texas Valerie's posh today for her birthday.
Is she in the chat?
No, not yet. I haven't
I
seen.
haven't seen her. She's kind of she's probably taking it easy today.
They're probably still getting their crews going this morning. They're HVAC people. Because it's only, 7:40 out there?
No, it's 8:40.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's still early,
But
for business.
she
for road business.
says that she likes to stay in bed until 8 o'clock. That's usually what her normal is.
Oh, well, that's got to stop. We got to get hold of Mr. Texas Val and say, hey, Mr. Texas Val, you got to get her out of bed and get her going.
Yeah.
Which I got up 15 minutes before I came on here.
And usually Mondays I can just imagine, Mondays are pretty busy. People are trying to
calling and
get somebody to come out, for their air conditioning, and it's hot there right now, and yeah. So she's probably on the phone, probably taking messages or answering messages and all that stuff. So
What is she on? Swag?
Oh, what?
Val said she was on something, talking to people. What's she on?
Oh, something with bones?
The dog and bone.
the dog and bone.
The dog and bone.
Okay. I know that's slang for telephone, but yeah, that's kind of a weird.
It is. I'm
slang
trying to
for
figure
that.
out how,
how
Where
they
they
came
came
to
up with
dog and bone. Is that what she said?
yeah, dog and bone. Dog
Yeah.
and bone. That's Cockney for telephone, or that
Well,
area.
maybe the receiver looks like a bone, but I don't know where they would get the dog from.
Yeah.
I guess when you go to hang up, you take the receiver that looks like a bone and you put it back on the dog. I don't know. The
in their
dog.
mouth. I don't know.
Well,
Who
you used to
knows?
Speaking
when
of
the
dogs,
phone
I
rang, you had to go answer it. You didn't pull it out of your pocket. You had to run someplace and fetch it.
Right.
I gotta go feed the dogs. I'll be right back.
Okay.
The dog.
Speaking of dogs,
The dog.
The dog. The dog. DAWG. The dog.
Wow, Mary, look at that. Mary, it felt so spoiled yesterday while I was working. Nick made dinner, did dishes, and the laundry. Wow,
Good.
that's great.
That's great since you had to do the whole yard sale yourself.
Hey, Bridget.
Well,
Bridget's getting to be so kind of feminazi here.
Getting to be. She's always been.
That's the reason we never see Chris. I think Chris is being abused, and he's got like bruises on his face and a black eye because where she just beats up on him.
yeah.
Girl power. Oh man.
Is your shipping department back at full speed today?
Yep. Yes,
Bridget?
yes. Definitely.
They were sick last week, weren't they?
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Mm.
Lovely.
Yep.
Is he still doing the labels?
Yeah.
He's just filling in his free time with working for the slave driver.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. You have to do it. Earn your keep.
You got a roof over your head. You got food in the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
What you eating?
Cantaloupe.
Canned milk.
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
Okay.
Canned milk.
I'm thinking, is she
Ugh.
drinking condensed milk
you
over there?
You're a little kitty cat too, aren't you,
Cantaloupe.
Bridget?
God.
Lori.
Mary says she misses Jim, Tara, and Kathy. And she
They
said,
just-
did Tara and Jim move yet? Are they moved yet? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Tara said last week that she was probably, or maybe it was the week before that,
Took one
They
horse
were-
up.
they were getting ready to move like the last big load and take 2 of the horses.
Yeah.
And then like this past weekend, she was coming to, I think she was coming to get the other 2 horses and the last little bit of stuff. And then they would be getting their internet stuff hooked up this week.
Yeah. That's good.
Hey, Lori,
What?
I got Red Dead Redemption.
You did?
Yes.
The PS4?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
When you want to play.
Right?
Okay.
I was going to play this weekend, but I had that ear infection so bad, everything, I was like walking sideways. Oh,
Everybody's been sick last week.
yeah. I think I finally kicked it. I broke my fever last night. And,
Yeah.
and my jaw still hurts where it's settled in that side, but at least I can chew a little bit better.
I felt like that, but I think it was
If you knock my coffee cup off, I'm gonna kill you.
this was like a week ago. I was driving and I went like this, and all of a sudden one of my ears started hurting.
Mhm.
Like an hour later, the other ear started hurting. So they both felt like they had ear infections.
Yeah.
I felt like that almost all day, and then it was fine.
Huh.
It kicked. Whenever I get an ear infection, I end up with vertigo. So
Yeah.
Oh,
every time I'd move, if I moved my head, the room would just spin. And I went to the Kroger's with my daughter Saturday, and twice I about hit the floor. She's like, "Okay, time to go home."
Wow.
Wow. That
'Cause it's
yeah,
just-
I hate that stuff.
Oh,
That is no way to live.
no. And I
So
don't
you-
have it every day, but it seems like whenever I have problems with my ears, it kicks it in. And it's just like, it just feels like your eyes are just constantly going like this.
Oh yeah. Well, what it is
It gets
your
your
the
stomach.
crystals in your ears get locked into different channels in your ear, and
Uh-huh.
and so it throws your equilibrium off to where
Yeah.
one side of your brain thinks you're sitting and the other one thinks you're standing, and so
Yeah.
you're looking at everything, like that. And that's what I do is I walk into walls, and
Yeah.
I had it for 2 weeks one time, and I thought I was gonna, because I had to drive to work,
Mhm.
and whenever I worked way out it was like, very wooded area and everything. And I had to drive like 15 minutes to get there. And I thought I caught myself on the other side of the road a couple of times.
Mhm.
I thought I was going to get into a wreck. And oh my God,
Crazy.
I told my doctor, I said, this is no way to live.
I'm
And
still on antibiotics, but
she gave me pills for vertigo. They don't help.
no, they don't.
You know what I did? I got on YouTube and I found a method they use
Mm-hmm.
to where you like start face down, your face down in bed, and then you turn on like the worst ear,
Mm-hmm.
or the worst side that you think that you're having problems with. Turn on that one, and then you don't turn back on your face yet. You turn, I could be saying this wrong, but like it's like you turn on your other ear, and then like you turn around and lay down, and then whenever you get up, you're not supposed to like look up for a certain amount, for like 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to look up, because that'll put the crystals back in the right spots
Mm-hmm.
to where your equilibrium will set. It took me 3 or 4 times doing that method, and I finally got myself straightened out.
Right.
And so I, that if I ever have that again, I'll do that. But I've had
The
Glare
glare off of
glare off that
that
belly.
glare off of that belly. is-
I like this like the moon.
It's like, dude, turn the lamp off. It's blinding me. Well, I'll tell you an old mountain remedy for fixing earaches and all that kind of stuff.
If you say pee in it, I'm gonna die.
That's what I was about to say. Pee in the cup and pour it in your ear, and when it cools down, you'll be right as right.
Are you freaking kidding me
what?
right now?
Pee in your ear?
Don't
You
say
heard
that
that
too
for
loud.
pets
Nikki
in
will
your
try
ear?
it.
Do what?
I said Nikki will try it. Don't say it too loud.
Yeah.
You pee
You're
in the
supposed to have
cup,
somebody
pour a
pee in
little
your
bit of it
ear. No.
Have you not heard that?
No,
I've heard of it.
not ever.
You're not in the
Sounds like
Appalachia
somebody's-
area.
Yeah, I've heard of it,
Sounds like somebody's fetish.
but I ain't
Really?
doing it. That's just nasty.
Yeah. God,
Yeah,
that's
I've heard
old.
of
I've
it.
been hearing that. I've never done it.
I have
Especially
We have
never.
modern medicine here.
They've
But I've
got
heard
these
that
candles
all my
too.
life.
These
Have you ever
candles are
had it
supposed to
done to
burn over
you?
your ear.
Well,
Do what?
there's people that live with vertigo like for years, and they have like extreme vertigo. I don't know how they do it.
They
It's
pee in their ear, obviously.
They
I
just
don't know.
no,
Nope. I ain't
It is-
doing that.
They
And
drink
you
a
can
lot of
tell-
I
alcohol,
got-
let it-
I had an ear infection on top of the vertigo because that's what causes vertigo is ear infection. So it's just I got water behind my eardrum.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
So I still feel a little funky, but I got stuff I got to get done. So
Yeah. Yeah, whenever I had it really bad that one time, I was messing with those bumps behind my ears and rubbing it, and it popped. Like the whole thing popped to where, it probably just pushed all the fluid towards my eardrum, and that's probably what messed up my crystals.
Ugh.
So I won't ever do it like that again. I massage them with my massager, and the heat will actually make it go down too. So like Amox cheap.
If y'all don't have instant message, if y'all don't have instant message.
Insurance.
Oh, insurance. Okay.
Dang.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out.
Morning,
Yeah,
Brenda.
I'll have to message you, find out how to get some amoxicillin because I need to get
I'm
my
allergic to it.
stash going. Are you?
I'm down to the very last strain of anything related to penicillin. I'm on Cipromax or something like that.
Yeah.
So I can't take amoxicillin, Trimox, Augmentin, none of that. I'm on the
Yeah.
very last antibiotic that they can give me. If I'm allergic
None
to
of that
that,
Cillin
or
stuff.
I end up allergic to that, I'm screwed. So we will see.
Yeah, that's rough when you're allergic to all that. That is
Oh,
just,
yeah.
My
I
lips
mean,
swell up.
it's so hard, but luckily there are, other
Alternatives.
medications that, alternatives, but it is,
If I
It's
take
like
amoxicillin, my lips swell up, and I'm like,
Yeah, I itch. I just break out in hives because I took it for a long time, and then all of a sudden I developed an allergy to it. So they put me on Augmentin or no Trimox, and I could take it for a while. Same thing. I started breaking out in hives after about third dose time I took it at being sick. So usually this is probably the third time I've been on this. So far I haven't broke out, but everything else, I'm out of luck.
crazy.
when I was first diagnosed with shingles, they gave me this stuff, and my face swelled up because right up here is where I have the shingles at, and across my forehead, and like I said, my whole face swelled up, just my face. And I would have thought, it's a pill. It should travel all over your body. The meds should travel all over your body, but it only affected my face. Yes, ma'am. Can I help you?
I hope I don't get that because I had chicken pox, the worst case the doctor had ever seen. I had them in my mouth. I had it under my eyelids. I had them everywhere. And mom pretty much wrapped me in, taped me up in socks so I couldn't scratch, and just, it was everywhere and that's what my sister was talking about. If I ever broke out in shingles, I'd probably have it pretty bad.
Yeah. Well,
Four
Sally
of-
was the same way. I mean, they were in her ears, and that's where she got
Up
a
my
lot of
nose, I had everywhere.
I had 4.
My nephew had like 3 or 4.
Yeah. I've always been afraid that that I could catch him again because it was
Because of
such a
that.
light case. But knock on wood, it's
Yeah.
not happened yet.
When I was about 11, I got chicken pox. And all my buddies that I hung around with, we all got it at the same time. So the moms would take turns dropping theirs off at another person's house, so the mothers could have a breather. So there's like 4 11-year-olds, covered in chicken pox, with a mother screaming, "Don't scratch!"
I know when I was younger, if somebody had the chicken pox, they would bring their kids over to the house because they wanted them to be exposed to it and get it.
Yeah.
I had them between my toes. It's like
What was it? What was it? The shot that you got? I don't know if y'all got it or not. Was that polio? That leaves a little round scar on your shoulder.
Yeah, it's polio.
That's polio.
Hell, I don't have a scar on my shoulder.
Yeah. They didn't give well they I think they came out with the liquid version in the 70s. Must have been in the 70s.
Because I know my mom has one. She has a scar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
There's like a time gap or a time frame of when everybody got one of those shots. You would think that would hurt like a son of a gun with the scar, some of the scarring that I've seen.
I know.
Have you? Did you get that, Valerie?
No.
You didn't get that?
No.
They lined us up at school.
Really?
In elementary school, they lined you up, and everybody got the shot.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
we had the shots given at school, and it was in the auditorium, and I remember that because they brought they'd have chairs lined up, and they'd have nurses from I guess it was like volunteer nurses, and they would give you the shots. And I remember
Huh.
that, and I hated it.
And then for like the week after that, nurses would come in the room and look at everybody's arm to make sure there
That's
wasn't a
crazy.
reaction.
I know, right? It's
Wow.
like the shot. You're gonna get the shot.
The shot. Well, that's just it, and because they only gave, I think it was like the second grade they gave them to us.
Yeah.
So all the first grade, so you become a third grader, and then all the second graders, you'd say, oh, you're going to get the shot this year.
They would have had a time with me because when my parents took me to the clinic to get my shots, I escaped and was running all over hollering, "You can't do this to me. I know my rights," because I was scared of needles. And I hated it. I was all over the place.
Oh my
I don't
couldn't
remember
touch
it. I don't remember it hurting. I think it was more of everybody standing in line, and the anticipation of it.
But it
Yeah.
had to have bled. I mean, to form a scar. Like,
No,
It's
I
not
don't
it's
remember.
not a regular scar. And that was usually the spot where we got all of our shots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think just from getting the shots in that area, that's why like we have that little white mark.
Right.
my mom's is pretty. I mean, it's not little.
No.
Well, you get older, your skin stretches.
Hers is
Bridget.
about the
Well,
size
didn't-
of like a.
Back in the day when people got married, what was that shot they got that looked like a little wagon wheel scar? You know what I'm talking about?
herpes shot. No, I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't
what
know.
it is.
I just remember my mom and my dad both having it, and it was something that they had to get before they got married. I forget what they call it.
It wasn't for mono.
No, I don't remember. I mean, I know it was back they got married in 1949, so it was something that they did back then.
Boy, I remember in high school we had a mono epidemic. It wiped out the whole school.
You got the
Oh
whole
my
school. Is that
gosh.
what you just said?
No, it wiped out just
You
about
got the whole school.
No, it wiped just about wiped
Wow.
out the whole high school.
Like, wow, Tom, you got around.
I did. No, it about wiped out the whole school. So there was so they ended up closing like Friday because there were so few students there. But nowadays it's send everybody, your kids sick, send them to school. I think I'm gonna start changing my name. One day I'm gonna be Boris, the Queen City Picker. The next day I'm gonna be Alfredo,
Why?
because I can.
Well,
Because I have a little button up here I can click and change my name to anything I want to, and so
There you
can
go.
Valerie.
there you go.
Remy Margaret. Mine is on my thigh. I remember it hurting. And the jab, we had to take a sugar cube with medication on it also. Huh. All right, who's Remy Margaret?
Huh?
What? All I keep hearing is Margaret and
Who's
sugar cubes.
Yeah,
Huh?
she's one of our viewers.
I know, but did she have a different name?
No?
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I think we got the sugar cube thing about 6 years after we had the initial shot. It was a booster, I think.
I don't know. I don't remember any of that. I remember just going to the doctor and getting shots. Just normal shots. I don't remember.
It's chocolate cookies. You can't have any. I wanted some Cocoa Puffs, but I don't have any.
Aw, poor baby.
I'm like my fat behind needs Cocoa Puffs.
Nobody bought you any
Cocoa Puffs.
Hey there, Texas Brenda. I like
That's
Cocoa
Texas
Pebbles.
Val's sister, right?
That is Texas Val's sister. She's a sweetheart.
Okay. All right. Okay. I was wondering. But I wasn't going to ask because I just got a when last time I asked. Tom, do I need to send you a care package with Cocoa Puffs? You seem to
No, I've got to go get groceries after the show. So
I was going to say, you seem deprived. You go,
I got to take Sasha to the bank, and I got to
He's got to go to the stove.
to the grocery. I got to go to the supermarket. The supermarket, as Carol would say. God love her.
Market.
Market.
Go to the market.
The super.
How's everybody's
There's
sales this weekend?
one.
good.
Yeah, I think somebody's turned on my store light. I have like 8 going out. As,
Really?
opposed,
Woo!
Good boy.
as opposed to 1 last
That's
Friday.
good.
Okay.
You've been listed more though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Ask Todd how his sales went.
It's just all of a sudden it's like boom, 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 boom. We're like, okay. Plus, I've been tweaking the items that are already in my store. So
Right.
Yeah.
anything that's old, I'll end it and then revise it and make some changes and do a sell similar. That gives it a new number. Makes it look like a new listing. So
I run a sale. I started usually on Friday evening and then I'll end it on Sunday evening or Monday morning. I do the same with my promoted listings. I promote just for the weekend.
That reminds me, I need to set my eBay sale up.
where is it?
Poshmark's been doing good. I have another box of clothes coming to list.
Yeah, Poshmark was crazy yesterday. I think I ended up with like 10 sales over there.
Cool.
Good.
So Snobby Scrap Picker says, is there someone called Val? So sometimes people call me Val when they don't really know me.
And she doesn't
know.
like that, just so you know.
They quickly find out that that is not cool for me. And then there's Texas Val.
She's okay with it.
So yeah,
And then there's Valerie, the
Hickory Springs.
Hickory
Yeah.
Springs.
I don't think she likes to be called Val either. I mean, it happens, but you know.
That's why I just call her Hickey.
There you go.
Who, Valerie Hickory Springs, or your Valerie, your sister?
Both.
Hickory Springs Valerie, I call Hickey.
Oh. Dang, Snobby, you just went to bed.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
Why, where is he?
He's in London.
Oh, okay.
He went, let's see, I ended my show about 11, and he
Yeah.
had just gone to bed.
You're crazy, Todd.
So that's like 5 his time. That was another reason he couldn't talk loud, because he'd wake up his wife Dusty. So he had to be quiet, or he'd be in trouble.
Makes sense.
And then I wrapped up the show, and then I went and sat down and said, "Hey, Red Dead Redemption has finished loading after 3 hours."
Well, it takes forever to load it up.
Well, it had all the patches and updates and all that kind of stuff. It had to. So I played till I had just gotten to the point where I was to the horse thief.
Oh, you got to play the story mode first before you can get on the free roam. Or you did. I don't know if you still do.
Yeah, I'm up to the horse thief. Now I can choose between, I can go free mode, or I can continue on.
I like doing the free roam.
Mary says, guys, eBay question. How do I put all my items on 2-day handling time? Do I need to make a new shipping thing for each shipping category, or is it an easier way? You could take all of your
I bulk at it.
your active listings and do it bulk.
That's how I do it. I bulk at it.
Yeah, bulk at it and just change its handling time in there. That's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna have permanently is 2 days, Mary? That's what I have. I have a 2-day handling all the time.
Yeah, I have all of mine. Everything's at 1 day right now, but I think I am gonna change it.
I screwed myself when I did 1 day because everything's at the storage. So I have to, I have to have that extra just in case time,
Yeah.
especially in the winter. In the summer, it's not that big of a deal, but in the winter.
Well, I don't know why you just don't go get a couple of bunk beds, put them in y'all's bedroom, convert the boys' bedroom into your warehouse.
Well, my daughter's bedroom, nobody's in there. All her stuff. It's the exact way she left it. So
Well, you need to pack it up to her and say, "Hey, baby, you got a house now. You own your own house. Come get your crap." That's what my mother did.
Well.
No, she can't do that because that's a sign of her baby still being there. She might need mama and yang, 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 yang.
Oh,
She'll bust your chops about anything else, but
She'll come and she'll spend the night sometimes, and she needs a bed. And
right.
well, if you put 2 sets of bunk beds up in the other bedroom, she can sleep on one of the bunk beds.
no.
Y'all can sleep up on top, and the boys can sleep on the bottom.
Wait until your boys start leaving. You'll learn.
Oh,
You'll be like pushing them out.
according to everybody I know,
I did.
everybody
This
I
is what
know, it
Mama-
seems that they keep coming back.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Well, that's what
This
you
is
do is you
Yeah.
fill up. Once they leave, you got to fill up their room real quick, and that way they can't come back. There's no
They
room.
still do. And
Yeah.
sleep
I
on
knew
your
she wasn't
couch.
gonna.
Yeah.
Mine did too. I made his room into my office, and he still came back.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Now he's my shipping department.
Then
Is
you
he
move
going to go
forward.
with you to South Carolina?
Huh?
Is he going to go to South Carolina with you?
Oh, I'm sure. No doubt.
Can you say his name?
JR.
JR. Because I know one of Sandy, one of Sandy's, one of Sally's is Jonah, and I can't remember what the other one was.
Job.
Job.
Well, his real name is John.
John Robinson.
No, he's a junior, so we called him JR from the time he was young.
I like that. But rather than Junior, I like JR.
Yeah.
I like that.
J.R. Ewing.
Yeah.
Yep.
A friend of mine's son, his name is my friend's name is Thomas also, and his son is a junior, and they call him TJ, Thomas Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Which my friend is still Tommy, and he's as old as I am.
He helps me out. Whoa, you okay?
That was my dog. He just like tumbled off.
Who
the
fell?
bed. My
That
dog.
was-
Oh
That
my
was-
gosh.
I was gonna say, is anybody okay?
He's okay. God.
Lori was just talking about her vertigo being a whack, and then she,
I know. I thought it was her because she had just gotten up.
yeah,
I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. Like it's hard to be top rated whenever you have like so many packages going out like Bridget does.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, you're not top rated, are you, Bridget?
Well, I was up until last month, and that's because the reason why I'm not top rated is because there was like a few packages I couldn't find, and so I had to cancel them.
Uh-huh.
There was
Yeah.
like not even a few. I won't lie. There was 6 items I couldn't find over the course of 2 months,
Right.
and I couldn't find them, so I had to cancel them. So that brought me down to above standard.
Yeah.
But next month I should be top rated again. So
Yeah.
Right. I had a problem with my shipping saying that mine was off, and because I didn't call early enough, they put me at above standard, but I lost my top rated status, and now I have it back. which is good because you get the shipping discount and stuff.
Right.
I still, you know what? I have not seen a change in shipping. I have not-
Really?
nope. I have not seen a change in sales. I haven't seen any change from dropping down.
I seen a change in the shipping discount.
Yeah, I haven't seen a change in anything. But maybe because I've been top rated for so long. I mean, years and years and years. And this was the first time I've been dropped down. Maybe they still give me some of the perks. I don't know.
Well, yeah, maybe because like the first month they said you still have, time to get your, shipping, back in order or whatever. Because it said that I was late shipping a few items and so they marked me down. Well, it was like 9 or something. I had 9 dings on it.
Huh.
And so they would only take 3 of those off. And then I think the other couple dropped off within the next couple months. And so like I was at above standard. They wouldn't overturn it for me.
Mine is every 3 months. Like it's not a year's worth of stuff. It's 3 months worth of stuff.
Right.
So all those will fall off the next review. So I'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like whenever they redo mine, it's like within a year.
Yeah, that's
like
easy.
Yeah. And it sucked because it was like, you just have to kind of wait for things to drop off there, that happened, earlier in the year or last year or whatever. And
now why is mine 3 months then?
because you sell so many items. That's why.
Yeah, because I mean, wasn't it Dusty that he had said that once that he was at 3 months rather than
Dusty was on a monthly basis for a while when he was really top of his game. Yes, he was. When he was at the top of his game, he was at a monthly basis.
I don't think they do monthly.
No, they don't do monthly. It's
like
either 3 months or it's a year.
I don't think that's fair. I think it's, I don't know. I think it should be how long you've been selling, what your your not your status, but what am I looking for? What word?
Yeah.
I don't know. Reputation on there. You know what I mean? I think it should go by that.
I've heard so many people talk about they really don't worry about it anymore.
I don't. I top rated plus. I'm not top rated plus.
What was the other thing that they used to have? It was like bronze, silver, and gold.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but
you know what I'm talking about? It was like when you sold so much.
I do know what you're talking about. Yep. But top rated plus, I will never be top rated plus because my handling time will always be 2 days.
Right.
And I don't do the free returns.
Right.
But I didn't see any difference between those two.
Yeah.
Top rated and top rated plus. It didn't even. They give you 10% of final value fee discount. Yeah, but how much was that? Really didn't account for much of anything at all.
No.
It was.
I know. I felt like I did so much and sold so much, and then look, and I have like a $7 discount. I'm like,
right.
That's bullshit.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
Especially when my eBay bill is over $2,000 and I get maybe a $80 credit or something.
Yeah, that's lame.
Well, you were talking about the Bridget, you were talking about them still giving you like your discounts and stuff like that. They're scared you're going to go over to leave them and go to Prairie Dirt.
Oh, I totally forgot about that place. Is it doing anything? I totally forgot about that thing.
I have no idea.
What is it?
Haven't heard a word about it.
Maybe.
It's another reselling platform.
I have a hard enough time keeping up with eBay. I don't need another one.
The gold, silver, and bronze is power seller, like you said. Oh yeah, what am I?
I think it's why I keep forgetting about Posh. I got a few things on there, but I'm so occupied with eBay, I don't have much time for anything else.
Yeah.
Well, it's eBay's the big one. Posh is going to make it have to get into the gear program though.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm doing good on Posh.
Well, good.
It's a great platform.
Are,
It really is.
Are you selling anything other than clothes or accessories for clothing?
Shoes, purses.
Well, that's accessories, darling.
No, I'm not. I don't. I'm no. I'm
But
getting.
that's kind of all that's what's on there.
Right.
I mean, that's what they allow on there.
Well, I didn't know whether y'all had started trying to sell any other kind of, home good type stuff that they allow on there now.
I have home items on there and they haven't sold yet.
I haven't put anything home in the home department. I haven't put anything on there. I don't know. I kind of don't want to.
I think I might have like 2 home goods and things on there, but that's
Yeah.
it.
I kind of just want to keep it like it is.
Yeah.
Um,
I changed my thing around to what type of things I'm selling on there, and that seems to be doing good. So.
Oh, that's cool. Maggie says, remember that dress that I sold that I ripped?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
The buyer wanted it anyway, so I relisted it as a discount and she bought it.
Wow.
Wow.
Awesome.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Wow, that's lucky.
Well,
Joanna said, bullet for CD levers. If you find the Sony CD portable boombox model CFD VD V10, pick it up. I had one since the 90s and it was stolen. Just picked one up off of eBay.
huh.
Did somebody say that Macari was going under business? I know one of the.
I heard they were going bankrupt. But I don't know how true that is. I don't know if that's the real deal or, you hear all kinds of things, but I did hear that. I can't say that I've never done well on Macari. When it first came out, I gave it a whirl and it did good for about the first maybe month, 2 months. And then it was like, it just fell off of the face of the earth. So, I kind of
I'm
look
just
at
wondering.
it as
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how the feed rolls over. Like you list something, and of course that's going to go to the top. But then what happens? It just drops down, down, down. And then if you list something else, does that other item lift up too? I'm wondering how their feed works.
yeah. I don't know.
I'm wondering.
I looked it up and I couldn't find anything on it.
I mean, if they go bankrupt, what happens? Like, do they just close the whole site down? People just.
Yeah, they just close it down.
A lot of people are.
Which sucks, because a lot of people use that site.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a big European one? Because I Googled it and it said Macari UK closing down, but that was back December.
No, this one's in the States. This one's in the States.
I put one item on there months and months ago, maybe a year ago, and then I totally forgot about it. I think it dropped off. I don't know. Together's been doing good for me too again.
Has it?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten anything over there in a long time.
It goes in spurts for me. It just like over the past week, I've sold 6-7 items on there. And that
I
was
thought that was a dating website.
He did too. He did. I said, "Oh, I sold some things on Together." He goes, "Is that date?" Yeah, I'm selling freaking horrors, Tom.
That's a dating website.
Oh my
What
God.
do you think I'm selling on there?
Macari just bought a soccer team. Well, maybe that's the reason. What is the? There's another one that's real popular.
Bonanza.
Bonanza.
I've never done Bonanza. I think Valerie told me not to because she didn't like it.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that because there's probably people out there that use it, but they really, you know, and it's been probably 4 or 5 times at least that I've left and came back, and like I think the first couple of times I would cancel my account and they didn't, I would cancel the account, but it wasn't actually canceling the account. So it kept going. And yeah, it's one of those sites that are tricky when you want to cancel you completely delete your account because it doesn't actually delete your account. I don't know how that works, but they try to keep you on.
Right.
Liz said they kept duplicating her listings.
Yeah, they did that same thing to me too. No,
They did
I
what?
Good. I haven't had any issues with you.
I had enough of them. I was like, that is it.
And my thing with True Gather is why not?
Right.
Because they take, there's nothing you have to do.
Mhm.
You don't have to do anything. They pull it from your eBay. They take it off your eBay when it sells from them. All you have to do is make sure you check the email because you won't get a cha-ching. And sometimes I've missed a couple sales.
Right.
I mean, I've sent the items out, but later than what I had wanted to.
Mhm.
It's an eBay alternative.
And there's no work involved in it, so why not have your items on it?
Yeah. Oh, Mary. I'm used to the sharing. I actually like it because I don't have to pay money for promoted listings because I promote them myself. So it depends on how much I want to promote, and I just put a little time in it, and
Yep.
so
Y'all hit that thumbs up button for the old girl.
what? For what?
For Valerie. Hit that thumbs up for Valerie.
Wow.
Hey,
Thumbs
Bridget,
up for that old girl.
For the sake of my life. There you go.
hey, Bridget,
That'll
on
work.
True Gather, there's a spot where you can put in your PayPal address or whatever. And then it says at the bottom, yes, promote my listings on Google Shopping. And then it has a place where you could put a percentage.
I don't do any of that.
Okay, so
I didn't even know that was a thing. All I do is they just take them from my eBay and put them on True Gather. Honestly, I put no thought into it.
Do you have a referral link for True Gather?
I don't think so.
We'll check and see.
I don't think there's such a thing.
I think I'm still on there, but I think I had like a indefinite vacation.
Oh.
I think I turned it off when I went on vacation and haven't turned it back on yet. Me too, I guess. I just never have done, maybe once a month, maybe I get a sale if I'm lucky, but I don't know.
No, Tom, I don't think there is.
Okay, just asking.
Because you don't really pay to use it.
No.
Well, how do they get paid?
They get, if you make a sale, they get
Oh,
a
okay.
portion of it.
They
Yeah,
get the
that's
back
okay.
end of it.
Yeah.
But it's not that much. I don't think.
No, I.
So is all
don't
your
know.
stuff that you have on eBay also on Together?
Yeah, they just take it from my eBay and put it onto there. And every so often, and then if something sells on Together, they put it in your unsold on eBay.
Say that one more time.
If something sells on Together,
Uh-huh.
they take it off your eBay active listings and put it in your unsold.
Oh. Liz says Tom's so spicy when he isn't in arm's reach.
Mhm.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah, your shipping. I do all the shipping. It's been so long since I've done anything from Together. Don't you do it from PayPal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I get on PayPal and then I go to Pirate Ship and I actually use Pirate Ship. I plug in all the information
Okay.
in the Pirate Ship, and that's what I use to, because it's I found that the Pirate Ship rates are cheaper than the PayPal rates.
Okay.
So that's what I use. And it's easier to print from Pirate Ship than PayPal my Dymo.
Right.
And would you use the 4XL Dymo?
Yep. Yeah, there's no monthly fees, no transaction fee, no listing
Mm-mm.
fees. So
Cool for
And
right.
they import all of your listings.
Wow.
it's 5%. Actually, the free site fee per sale is 0% on the free site.
Huh.
But you could do a premium site where it's 5% per sale. I'm
Uh-huh.
just looking on their thing. You can't promote your products on the free one, but you can on the premium. Both of them import. Unlimited, both have unlimited, and you can't get any phone support on the free. So the only difference between the free and the premium you have to pay 5% of each sale, which you don't pay anything on the free site, and you get to promote your listings and you get phone support.
Which one do you have?
The free one.
And
Oh.
yeah, Pirate Ship is not difficult to use. It's a
Uh-uh.
very easy site. I like it just to have a kind of an option.
Yeah, Pirate Ship's really easy.
I use Pirate Ship for my anything non-eBay. Like when I got some packages going out to some chicks up north, I've got to print the labels out, and I use Pirate Ship. I don't use any of the other USPS websites or take it to the post office or anything like that.
Right.
It's just real easy. I mean, Pirate Ship is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Convenient.
yeah,
Very
Because some of
convenient.
these other sites are just kind of clumsy to use.
Mm-hmm.
and they charge you. Like stamps.com is a monthly fee.
Yep.
Like a membership fee, stuff like that, where Pirate Ship is not.
Mm-mm.
I used to use it when I send people, like if I send Tom something or Valor, but now I have my stamps I use.
Yeah.
I love those stamps.
I see them. I see her packing something, and she's sticking all these stamps to this box, and I'm thinking, this person's going to think, what an unprofessional person. They're sticking like all these 100 stamps on it. And then my doorbell rings a few days later, and I look at the door, and there's that damn box.
Oh, Todd,
Yes.
I ran a test with the tracking thing stickers. Those tracking stickers?
Yeah.
Well, I sent myself a letter using one of those tracking stickers, and I put a greeting card, like a thank you card inside, so it kind of be, kind of firm, like a postcard or something. And I popped it right into I didn't take it over the counter. I just popped it into one of those blue boxes
Mhm.
at the post office. It got scanned in it, you know, obviously they didn't scan it at the post office, but it scanned that night at the big hub that they take them all to. They scanned it there when they got it. They scanned it there when it left there. Then they scanned it in at the post office, and then they scanned it when they delivered it to me.
Wow.
Huh.
So that was my
So they
test,
scanned it wherever they needed to, then basically.
except for the original post office. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the tracking number things that y'all been talking about for a while?
Yeah, the stickers. Yeah.
That
Actually, my postmaster gave them to me. She goes, "Oh my God, here, run a test, see if it works." So I did.
So you get them from your post office?
No, you can get them right on the website.
Get them from the website.
I don't think
Oh.
if you went and asked, that your post office isn't going to give them to you. She's a friend of mine, so she was curious too on
Mm.
what would happen.
so is that getting around paying for the 20 cents tracking or whatever they cost now?
They
No,
don't have that anymore.
if you sell something that is like a postcard or a picture and will
like
fit
a
in the
patch.
regular envelope, you avoid paying, what's it?
360 or whatever.
Yeah. You just put a regular 50-cent stamp, 55-cent stamp on it instead of paying for first class shipping.
Hmm.
55 cents. Is that what it costs to mail a letter now?
Yep, that's what each
Yeah.
of these cost.
You can see how much I mail stuff.
Oh my God, that's so funny because I only put 50-cent stamp on here and it still went through. I put 50 cents worth of stamps on here and it still went through.
Huh.
Well,
I
if
put a
they were
29
forever stamps, you're fine.
No, I put a 29 stamp, a 13-cent stamp, and an 8-cent stamp.
Oh, well, somebody didn't do their job of checking them.
Righto.
I'm like, wait.
Somebody ran out of toes and fingers.
Bridget, Bridget, all these stamps are coming out of storage units or auctions or whatever.
Yep, auctions.
Bridget's
Yep,
making them while they're doing math.
People have these stamp collections and nobody wants to buy them because honestly, stamp collections aren't worth anything anymore. But I'll pay $2 or $3 for them. Sometimes I'll pay up to $10 if it's a big enough collection.
Yeah.
Because, like the last one, I paid $7.50 for this big tote of stamp collections, and I got out of there $156 worth of unused stamps.
Wow.
So I mean, it's worth it for me.
So
Yeah.
what are you doing? What are you doing with the actual collection part of it?
I threw them away. Well, they're not worth anything. I mean,
You could save them or save them, and whoever has the first grandbaby, you can
Oh,
give them
Lord.
one hell of a stamp collection.
yeah, no. I'm not a big saver of things. No.
Yeah. It has to be under one. Does it have to be under 1 ounce when you send that off? I
Well,
would
I
think
mean,
so.
if it's over an ounce, you just put the extra postage stamps on it.
Right.
I forget how much a regular letter can weigh before extra postage is necessary.
Oh yeah, Mary, never take it to the window because
think
they
it's-
won't do it.
I think it's 3 ounces.
3 ounces?
I could be wrong.
I don't know.
That just kind of stood. 3 ounces is the thing that kind of popped in my head, but that doesn't mean.
I don't know.
We
Whatever,
have in a moment.
8, 11 by 17 sheets of paper. Because Roberta used to do a newsletter for a club, and we could do it. The newsletter was never over. I said 8. No, it was 4 sheets of 11 by 17 paper. That way, the exact amount of money, the exact weight, or just below the weight But we could stick a postage stamp on it.
Why is it so? Is it staticky?
Todd's blowing something.
Yeah, I'm not.
What's new?
What is that?
I don't know. I can hear it.
I don't hear
Yeah,
nothing.
too. I don't hear it now.
Stopped.
It stopped.
Let me move around a little bit.
I
Rock the
don't
boat.
hear nothing.
Don't get dizzy.
Valerie's standing back there. You know,
She needs like a beer in her hand and starts singing
she
Piano
gotta sit
Man.
back there like this with her arm over here.
Ah. Cheers. I don't hear it now. That's weird.
They never canceled my stamps out either, so I can reuse these stamps.
So you know, I remember it's been a long time ago. There was an article in our local paper from the post office talking about people taking the stamps off
Uh-huh.
Like I'm
envelopes
doing right
and
now.
reusing them.
Uh-huh.
And because they had been used, but people, the replies in the editorial section was about it. It's your job to cancel them. If you don't cancel them, do what?
I'm doing that right now because they never canceled these stamps.
Yeah,
Oh.
but they were like, if you don't cancel them, they're not dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thanks for doing
Before-
that research, Bridget.
You're welcome.
Before anybody else makes a move, let's sing happy birthday to Texas Val. Todd.
1, 2, 3. Happy
birthday
to
you.
Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you.
to you.
Happy birthday,
birthday.
Texas Valerie.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. They say it's your birthday. Don't wanna.
That's right.
Happy birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday. You really smell so good.
You.
Scooby Doo on channel 2.
Oh.
There you go, Texas Val. Hope you like that.
All crazy.
Well, that was a hot mess. Good job.
That was awesome. That was like a quartet or something. I mean, it was just like-
You
I
know,
didn't get a chance to gargle. I couldn't sing.
I might have told you the story before. I don't remember. When we were in Australia, we went to the School of the Air, and that's all the children that were like on these big farms, ranches out in the outback. They did their schoolwork over two-way radios, and while we were toured the School of the Air. And while we were in the studio, they played back one of the teachers who was giving us the presentation. Every morning he would, it's like say 8 o'clock in the morning, he would get on there and he would say, this is, his name and it's time to get class going. And he would start doing roll call and he would call a name out and then stop. And, that would give the child a chance to push the mic button and say, here. Anyway, he went through roll call and then he got to it. It's Johnny's birthday today. So let's everybody sing happy birthday. So he said, I'm going to count to 1, 2, 3, and then y'all start singing. So he went, 1, 2, 3. And then all these kids push their mic buttons at the same time. And so you hear all of these little children singing happy birthday. And of course, nobody can hear anybody else. So they're just singing. It was really cute. And then the kids, when they got up to middle school age, then they usually went to boarding school.
Aw.
Because we traveled, when we went from Alice Springs to Ayers Rock, the big red rock, when we were going down this paved road, and our bus driver says, he says, okay, look at your watches right now. And so everybody looked at their watches, and he said, okay. He said, we just entered a ranch. An hour and 20 minutes later, he said, "Look at your watches again." He said, "We just left that ranch." So for an hour and 20 minutes at about 70 miles an hour, we were on somebody's ranch, crossing his ranch. So you got all these huge ranches out there. So of course, you know, time you got all these kids gathered up on a school bus, it'd be time for them to go home. But we thought that was pretty cool, the School of the Air. Now with satellite uplink and stuff like that, they probably do it through something like Zoom or that type of thing, which would be cool.
Yeah.
Because I just think we were talking about it last night. It's just cool that you can talk to the people that you talk to now.
Oh yeah.
Instantaneous.
I'm so very thankful for, it's not FaceTime, but like Facebook Messenger, and to be able to see videos and see my grandkids, in real time. I mean, to me that's just amazing.
Yeah, I saw a video. I don't know how I came up on it. These people would this girl's mother is bedridden and got all kinds of issues. So she's got IVs and things hooked to her. So she turns on her camera and has her kids sitting in the floor. They're sitting in the floor playing with their toys and stuff like that, just so that the grandmother can see them, playing and doing that kind of stuff. Because otherwise she would not be able to do it.
Right.
And she can see, she sees them play like one of them plays baseball. She can watch his baseball games and things like that. So that's pretty cool. Modern technology. Not back in the time when Todd and I were little and we had to walk over to the phone and crank that sucker and say, "Mildred, give me Bobby Smith." BR 549.
Use people's names.
I was gonna say, who the heck's Mildred?
It's been a while since
Back when you had each town had an operator. Did you never watch Mayberry?
Yeah.
Mayberry,
A couple, not a whole lot.
they would pick up the phone and they'd say, "Sylvia, give me Judge Smith's office," or something like that.
But can I tell you something, Tom?
Sure.
I was taught to not believe what was on TV. So
But that's the way things like that was back there, because not everybody had telephones, and the operator, like this case Sylvia or whatever her name was, she had to pull a cord out and stick it in another slot to connect you.
Oh, like on Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
You had to do that.
Absolutely. That's exactly the way it was. Have you never seen any of the documentaries about like in New York City?
No.
Man, there would be like 5,000 women up there and each one of their boards would have, 200 cables on it, because you got to make a long distance phone call, like you called Lori, or you got Lori as your operator. You'd say, "I need to call Texas." So she would stick a cord in and connect to Sally, and Sally would connect to Laura. I mean to Peaches. Oh, to Peaches. And then she would, Peaches would connect to me, and then I would have to push cords in. And you've got to call Mr. Silver Hair Stacker from New York City.
Holy hell! So if
that's the way they did it.
So if one person dropped the ball, the whole call would be done.
Absolutely. They had to connect through switch stations like that.
Switchboard.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
But that's just, where the technology led to.
Yeah.
And now you pick up the cell phone and I can call Snobby in London without talking to anybody,
Yep.
Just dial his number.
Sherry says, "Who the hell is Peaches?"
Oh, Lord.
I have no clue either, Sherry. I don't know.
If you look at the screen, Valerie's name is now Peaches.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I just, you know what? I just listen to Tom's stories and I don't even ask questions too much.
I was just waiting to see who would pick up on it.
Well,
That
you know, I was
was
going through my little connection, making that long distance phone call to
Uh-huh.
the beaches. But see, I like watching old documentaries like that, you know, where they show the way technology was and now.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's interesting.
I have to watch one.
there's some on
Netflix.
on YouTube. They're actual documentaries. It's, you know, they've.
I got a whole channel dedicated to documentaries on my Android box. Good Lord. Nothing but documentaries.
I mean, you think about it. You go in. When I was a child going to the dentist, you sat down in what you thought was an electric chair, with the Mr. Thirsty that you spin in over here, and now they take kids in, they lay them out on stretched out beds, they're watching TVs, you know, while they're working on their teeth. And I asked my kids one time, does it scare you going to the dentist? Nah.
Joanna says, do you remember party lines?
Absolutely. When we were in Goose Creek, we had a party line. You'd pick up the phone and it's, you know, and you listen to see if somebody was talking. And usually if the other party would hear you pick up, like the people across the street and the people to the left of us was on the same line. They would say, oh, somebody else needs to use the call and I've been on here for a while, you know, so see you later. And then you'd hang up and then you could pick back up and you'd have your dial tone.
I would have listened in.
Oh,
I'm sure there's been a lot of people. Well, let's go back to Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
What that old witch that was on there, she listened to everybody's gossip.
Yep, she sure did.
Yep, Mrs. Olson.
Mrs. Olson, yep. And you know, I remember when we got a private line. I remember when we got an extension in my mom and dad's bedroom. You'd have thought we won the because the phone was in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got an extension in their bedroom. And that was like, you're pressing my keys, sweetheart. She wants to watch Netflix. Ouch, apparently.
Oh.
But
My cat went and laid down somewhere.
she's under the light that does not throw out any heat. But you know, it's because it was expensive. Private lines were used to be very expensive. And sometimes they would have to run a cable to your neighborhood just to pick up your private line.
Oh.
Good memories. Good memories. You know, Todd being out west where he's at, he probably remembers when he'd have to stand out by the road and hold out an envelope, and this bloke would come blasting by at about 90 miles an hour on a horse and snatch it out of his hand.
Just be glad we don't have
and ride it to the next
like
town.
Be glad we don't have to do like they do on Green Acres. They got to climb a pole.
That's right. Yep, Mr. Haney.
Mm-hmm.
Those were good shows. They don't have shows like that anymore. Now they're all stupid.
They do on MeTV.
Not all of them.
I know, Bridget. I know you and Valerie were big Sex in the City fans, so y'all could stay up with the fashion.
No, I actually never watched that show.
I
ever.
never did either. I never watched that.
It's a good show. I've watched it.
Never ever did I watch it. I did no desire to watch it. Now,
you remember-
Handmaid's Tales, yeah, that's a good show. Thanks to Valerie and Sally for
What's that?
Watch
You're
that.
welcome.
my eyes to that one.
Mm-mm.
I've not watched that yet.
Handmaid's Tales.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, I wasn't. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna watch it. Not gonna watch it. I started watching it probably about 3 weeks ago, and I caught up on all the seasons in 2 weeks. It was that good.
Happy birthday, Texas Val!
I just
I'm
watched
finishing
it.
up. I'm finishing up Stranger Things. I finished up Orange is the New Black.
There she is.
and then the marvelous Miss Maisel.
There's a birthday girl.
I sold a New York flag to that show.
Yeah, I can see you.
I
What's
can't
that,
hear
Brenda?
you.
I sold a New York flag to that marvelous Miss Maple.
I watch that show and I think, oh, I wonder if they bought that off of eBay because I see all this different props and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're set back like 1958.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Thank you.
Miss
just wanna-
is Val going to buy you a big dinner tonight?
Yeah, we're going out.
Woohoo!
I was just trying to come in to say thank you, but I can't. My camera's like way up here, and I'm looking down at the computer. I don't have it set right.
You look fine.
Okay. My head's cut off.
You don't look a day over 28.
I love you, Todd. Even when you lie to me, I love you so much.
Well, it's that heat out there that dries you. Keeps everything.
God, Tom. Wow.
Oh, she's a sweetheart.
Thank you. I'm trying to make sure that you're hearing me through my webcam and not my computer. And I don't know how to do that.
Okay, apparently you are because your mouth is moving in sync with the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You sound good.
Sounds good. Looks
Okay.
good.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Look at that. We have 8 people on here at one time.
Come on, Brenda, your turn.
Oh, Brenda's in there?
Brenda's in the chat. Yeah,
Brenda.
I'll have to say, yeah, there's a nice group of people in this outfit here because not once do I feel like I've had to pull a knife out of my back when I was leaving the group. You get what I'm saying?
Well, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
it.
I just finished sharing your closet, Val.
Mm-hmm.
My closet?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What was?
Yeah,
Wow.
hopefully you're gonna get lots of sales today.
Thank you very much.
Be prepared.
She got paid for dinner tonight.
She's like, thank you guys for all this work.
Whoa, wow. 495 6. Oh, somebody's still sharing something here. Wow. Thank you. That's amazing. It's been a great morning. Really
Well,
has.
that's good.
Oh,
Glad
Very-
to hear that.
good day. I like your haircut.
Who?
You look like you had a haircut.
Yeah, I got scalped
Looks good.
When did you get that done?
last week.
Pretty. It looks
Oh, you
very
need to wear
healthy.
like that. You need to let it come down over one eye like that. Make that hip.
Yeah, it looks good like that.
It does.
Thanks.
Oh man, who's at my door now?
So
Hot sugar.
I am so proud of you, Valerie. You made your goal.
Barely.
Look at that. I
Did
told you you
you?
would. I
Did you
told
take a
you.
poop? Did you take a big poop?
No, I couldn't because I hadn't eaten. I couldn't. I tried, Sally. I even took two like I don't know what you call them, like magnesium things. I couldn't because I was just drinking and eating like eggs for 2 days.
Oh gosh.
Yesterday I ate like maybe 3 eggs the whole day and drank, and that's it. And I couldn't hardly sleep last night, hoping when I woke up this morning that I had lost that 1 pound.
Oh my god.
And she did
That's
it.
awesome.
Yep.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
50 by 50. There you
Oh,
go.
I thought she'd eaten a block of cheese or something like that.
No. And I swear, if I hadn't by this morning, I was not going to eat and I'm still not having eaten. I'm not going to eat the rest of the day, just to I don't know. I'll eat tonight. That's what I'm going to do. I'll eat tonight as my.
Well, don't make yourself sick from
I'm
eating.
not. I'm just happy.
Are you on the keto diet or whatever?
No.
You're just not eating?
Yeah, I had a goal to lose 50 pounds by 50, and I am a procrastinator to the degree of like There was no way I wasn't going to not do it. Somehow I had to make it work. Because because last week I think I weighed and I still had 5 pounds left to go. And I was like, how am I going to do this? And I thought I'm going to go on a liquid diet for a week if I have to. I can't.
Yeah, but that bourbon has a lot of calories.
I don't drink. Oh my gosh. It was crazy.
When people talk about going on a liquid diet, unless you're talking to a doctor or a nurse, normally when they say a liquid diet, they're talking about they're just going to have bourbon or vodka 3 times a day.
Well, I dropped a griddle on my toe yesterday and it cracked my toenail clear across the top and started bleeding out everywhere. I know. And that happened. I got so nauseous from it that I broke out in a sweat and when I saw it and I threw a paper towel over it and I told Darren, I said, I can't do this. I'm gonna throw up. And so he did my toe up for me. And after that, I didn't really want to eat anyway.
Yeah.
It was so gross.
Yeah. Man, that sucks.
It was so gross. Yeah, look, I'm gonna show Valerie my toe. See? It's all there.
Oh, pretty.
There you go, Valerie.
Yeah.
At least you
I
could
wasn't
have
looking. I wasn't looking.
not painted your toes before you.
Yeah, I didn't look. I'm like, nope.
What's the matter? You don't do feet?
No.
Seriously, you didn't know that, Tom? What the hell? You didn't know Valerie doesn't do feet? You
I'm
know
okay with feet. Let me clarify.
You know
I'm okay with
what
feet.
lizard was.
But
No.
I don't do the second toe when it's longer than the big toe. That's what grosses me out. the
Mine's
most.
like this much
I know.
bigger than
I
my
know.
second toe. Or
Mine's-
my
mine's-
first toe.
Mine's
Valerie, you ever thought about talking to somebody about that?
No? Is this just the way?
Aren't your toes supposed to be graduating like big, then little?
No.
Did I miss his feet?
Okay, so toes to you is like when she was talking about dropping that griddle on her toe and breaking her nail all the way across it and bleeding, and I'm going like this. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
So
that's
you,
that's like Valerie seeing pictures of toes with the second toe is longer than the first.
It completely grosses me out. But it's just that it's not feet in general. It's the toes that really gets me.
Is that abnormal or something?
What's abnormal?
Well, look at your toes.
I don't want to see them. Don't show them.
Yeah.
Like
my whole second knuckle is longer.
Like I have my big toe, and then my second toe smaller, and then my third toe smaller.
Really?
Yeah, mine
Fair,
graduates
Valerie.
down.
Fair.
Mine's like a downhill. Mine doesn't go like a roller coaster like yours, Sally.
Yeah, mine's like this.
My oldest son, we tell him he has monkey toes. He has the longest toes.
Valerie's done. He's like, all right, done.
I just want to be a part of the toe conversation. Anymore.
I know that's weird too because like I know most people their second toe is longer than their big toe.
Really?
Mine.
Most people. I mean, mine aren't.
Mine aren't either.
Mine aren't.
But
mine are.
But my dad's toes was like super long. I don't know, and I don't know if that's where I got the thing from or whatever.
Oh.
But
so Sally has her dad's toes.
I have long toes.
You have finger toes? Oh.
Yeah. My dad always said I'd be 7 foot tall if I didn't walk on half my leg.
Oh my gosh.
I wear like a 10 and a half.
I'm gonna get off here.
Yeah, I was about to say too. I've got a schedule I've set up. I'm trying to
Yep.
live by today, and it's time for me to start
too.
doing some other stuff. So
All right. All right.
thank you, Miss. Thank you, Peaches.
Bye. Have a good day, everybody.
See y'all later.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Time to wrap it up, I
Bye.
suppose.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy
Thanks for the
birthday.
song.
Happy birthday.
Gets lots of sales, everybody.
Keep
Bye.
listening, Sally.